How's it going, guys? Sofo, and I'm guessing you wonder what you're looking at now. This is my setup for recording my DS. I put my computer under those books there, and I have the screen and the camera up right above the screen facing my DS, and that's how I record. And so, with that in mind, hopefully you can forgive the bad quality shown here. But getting to the battle, this is a battle I had against Black Thunder. No, BlackFire. And this is our third game. The first two we played were both underused matches, and I lost both of them. And the reason I lost is that I was really thrown off by his really aggressive playstyle. And so now I have that in mind. I'm guessing that this guy's going to be some kind of Dragon Dancing Crawdon because most of his Pokemon in the past have had some kind of boosting move. So I decided to go for Thunder Wave right off the bat, just to cripple that thing. So now that he's crippled, I decided to set up spikes because he can't do much to me unless he has some kind of weird attack I can't imagine. But he ended up going for X Scissor, and I'm not sure if it's because he thought like in first and second gen, Bug was super effective against Poison, but now it's not very effective, so that's not going to do anything. And I go for another layer of spikes because whether he switches out, spikes on the switch. If he sets up, I do have Haze, which I do use next turn to get rid of that Dragon Dance. And then if he decides to attack, I think I resist all of his moves and I'm a defensive wall. So right now, he can't do anything to me. So I'm just going to use this opportunity to set up my spikes. And at this point, he really should switch out and go into a better Pokemon deal with this guy. But, whatever. So yeah, he gets fully paralyzed twice in a row, which sort of sucks, but in the end doesn't really matter that much. And I go to my Electivire, thinking that he's probably going to go for another Dragon Dance, but he ends up going for a Crunch. And that really sucks because that stab and this guy's really must be max attack because that does a lot. And so I just go for Thunder Punch, hoping it might kill, but kind of, unrealistically. It doesn't and takes me out with the Waterfall. And if I'm left to his own accord, Electivire can do a lot of work to the enemy team, but I kind of misused him this match, so that kind of sucks. But, yep. So I'm bringing my Sceptile, and here I'm kind of debating whether I should go and waste my Grass Gem on a Leaf Blade. I'll go for a Rock Slide or something, but I don't want to risk that not killing because I don't know if he has something to hit me. So I just take him out and go for the safe Grass move, just to finish this guy off for good. So now he goes to his Mismagius, and I don't want to switch out because I know every time I switch out, in previous games he would set up and then proceed to sweep me. So with some Pokemon or another, so I decided to stay in and go for Leaf, and I was hoping it would do more, but it doesn't. So. But even at this point, I want to stay in because I don't really have anything else that wants to face this guy. So I decide I actually misclick here and I go for another Leaf Storm, which is really bad because that's -3 because he got a special defense boost, and I got a -2 special attack. So that sucks. And now because of that misclick, I'm not going to be able to a KO him, which means that I'm gonna have to sack my Sceptile. But, yeah, but right here he actually goes for a Calm Mind, and I don't know if he thought I was going to use Leaf Storm again, but no, I ended up going for a Leaf Blade. Like, he saw that physical move earlier, so, like, this is a mixed Sceptile with Rock Slide, Earthquake, Leaf Blade, and Leaf Storm. It works pretty well, actually, so now he goes into his Altaria, and again, I don't want to switch out. I do not want him getting a free boost. So I just go for Rock Slide, seeing what it's going to do. And it is super effective, but it still doesn't do that much. And I was hoping it would do more. But I mean, I guess Altaria is pretty bulky, so whatever. So now I don't want to switch out because, I mean, my Sceptile really isn't going to serve that much of a use later on. So I just go for another Rock Slide, and I think last time was min damage, because that does more, and it looks to be potentially a 3-hit KO. But he ends up taking me out with an Air Slash, which is really weird to have at a Dragon Dancing Altaria, because it's special, but, if I was him, I wouldn't have that, but to each his own, I guess, so. Now I bring in my Quillfish to get that Intimidate, and I'm figuring I can take whatever he wants to do. He ends up going right up for the Outrage, and I'm assuming I can take at least 2 of these, if not more, but it goes down, and he ends up getting a crit, and that sucks, because that means that I'm gonna die, and that's really unfortunate, but I'm able to get him paralyzed, and I don't want to switch out and have anything else taking an Outrage, so I'm just going to leave in this Quillfish as fodder. So, yeah, I just go for another Waterfall, just do some damage, maybe get some para flinching going on, but it doesn't end up working, and he just goes for another outrage, and that's it for me. So, you did a good job, Goldfish. So now he's paralyzed and confused. And I'm thinking, I don't know what the percentage is, but there's not that much of a chance he's actually going to be able to attack at all next turn. So that makes me think I'm going to go to my right Rhyperior here, and I'm going to Rock Polish, try to get up that speed boost and hopefully sweep his team. And I figure that even if he does hit me, I don't think he can do much. So he ends up he actually ends up going through the paralysis and the confusion, but he misses an air slash, so, you know, whatever. So now he actually withdraws his Altaria, which ends up being a really bad move, because he ends up bringing his Starmie, and although this is supposed to be an RU match, I guess he didn't realize that Starmie was was OU, but Starmie doesn't end up playing too much of a role here, because he took that Rock Slide. I can now 1-hit KO from this range with Crunch, which is really good, because now that Starmie's out of the way, and that guy was a huge threat. I wasn't sure if I was going to outspeed, but I ended up outspeeding, which is really good. So, I ended up taking some more Life Orb recoil, and now he brings in his Slow King. So I hope that I can take out the Slow King with a Crunch, because Slow Kings are more specially oriented, and it's super effective. But unfortunately, it doesn't, which is really unfortunate, and he ends up going for an Ice Beam. And that's 2 times effective. If he'd gone for a Water move, I would have died. And because of that solid Rock ability, I'm able to survive, which means this Rhyperior is still going to be able to take out a few pokes before it dies. But now I'm going to end up dying pretty soon by my Life Orb, so I just take the Slow King out with a Crunch, and take some more Life Orb, which means I'm going to have one more turn. And he makes a good play here and goes into his Altaria. And I am going to be able to take it out with a Rock Slide, but unfortunately, I would have really liked to have this Rhyperior for his last Pokemon, which ends up being Claydol. What I probably should have done in retrospect is switched out there and gone into anything else to take that hit, and then used my Rhyperior to take out this Claydol. But, you know, whatever. So, his Claydol ends up outspeeding, going for an Earth Power, and I end up hitting him with a max special attack, Stab, Fire Blast, and that does nothing. So, I mean, Claydol shouldn't be an RU either. I think it's a UU poke, but whatever. So, I would have gone for a Shell Smash there, but I thought I might be faster, because I think I'm max speed, but I'm not, which really kind of sucks, so my Turtle ends up dying, so that sucks. But I still think I have this in my bag, because I still have my Special Wall Clefable left, and I know he's going to be a special attacker if he's like the common Claydol set. So he ends up getting a special defense drop, which sucks, but even after that, I'm pretty sure I can take him out with a couple of Seismic Tosses and win the match. So it looks to be a 3 KO from that range, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to win. He ends up going for Earth Power this time, and because of that special defense drop, that's going to do a greater chunk, but it's not going to do too much more, so I can live like 2 more of those. And he's going to die next turn to a Seismic Toss. That was a good game, dude. I hope to play you again sometime. You know, it was always fun. You know, we had a couple good matches. Oh, what the fuck? No, he ends up going for Explosion here, and he's actually running a 4th gen Claydol with Explosion, and while that's usually not a good idea for 5th gen, it ended up paying off right here. So that was a good game. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys later. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.